What instantly triggers me is when my jungler pads top, because he doesn't play for the proper side, which is bot lane.
When my support has Targon and he doesn't take the big cannon, and so I miss it. That's the most triggering thing for me.
Laners don't move properly on the map.
Losing lane because of better junglers.
Maybe junglers that came to my lane and take my ult farm and then don't even help me. What's my favorite mid laner and why is Orion so? Actually, it's not Aurelion Sol. My favorite laner is probably Zed or LeBlanc, I would say, because I think it's Zed because when I started playing the game, I was like one trick pony Zed, and I don't know, I just love the champion. It's so fun to play with this champion.
My favorite ADC is definitely not Timo. It's probably like Vayne, I'd say, because like there is a lot of potential, and I would play, and I like to outplay, so I'd say Vayne.
Ivan is probably my least favorite jungler. I would say my favorite one would be Nidalee or Grace. I think huge skill expression, fun champions to play, where Ivan is like the complete opposite. Absolutely no skill expression. If you play this champion, you're kind of incompetent, I would have to agree.
My favorite top laner is Soraka, because I can have as much impact as the enemy player with only playing with one hand.
Well, that's a good question. My favorite sport's Rakan, because you can do a lot of plays and be active on the map. Maybe my second favorite support is TYNX though, so that was a good question.
What was the
What did you first change your mind about in League?
What did I first change my mind about League? I would say the new items, because when I looked through it, all of the new items, I was like, oh, that's really new and really different, and I was completely lost.
Like about my perception of League, because in the beginning it was just a game for sure, and then I started to see that could be my job, so yeah.
It did happen before that I thought that maybe laners were not as important as jungle, but then I learned over time that laners are actually completely OP and that they come first, you know. It was a really big change for me.
First, when they introduced honey fruits, I thought it's really bad, but now I actually really enjoy it.
What I changed my mind about in League is probably how to activate your teammates better when you play with them. Before, when I started playing, I thought it was very individualistic based. But now I can see the whole picture way better than before, so I would say like, yeah, how to use your teammates to gain like bigger advantages.
What does no one mean? Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'd only once.
That's a good question. At everything, honestly, just a winner.
Alrighty.
Well, League, hopefully. I mean, I'm pretty good at table tennis, like in real life. Sports, usually, I mean, in esports, it's kind of easy to beat other people in real sport because usually they're not as good, you know, because they spend most of their day like sitting down. So I guess I have the edge there as well.
No one beats me at having good depth and competitive.
No one beats me at the Rakan Leona matchup in bot lane.
All my 10 years old knew if I don't know. Probably he won't believe that I will be there, sitting there doing this interview. That's for sure.
I think my 10-year-old me would be pretty proud of where I am now, and he wouldn't like believe it's happening.
When I went to school, I actually like did multiple like papers, whatever you want to call it, like on eSport. So he would probably think it's pretty cool. Like in that sense, I could write about myself. Like that would be pretty nice, no?
My 10-year-old self would be really jealous of me because now I'm allowed to play the whole day. And back then I was only allowed to play 30 minutes, so yeah, he would be really jealous.
I think my 10-year-old self would for sure be happy because that's like around the time when I started playing games, so he would be proud for sure.
What's my worst game I ever played besides League? Or
No, in League.
in League? Probably playing Utopting. Whenever I play Utopting, it's a disaster.
I don't know, there's been a lot. And I can't remember, I'm just playing 20 solo queue a day, so it's really hard to find one. But I guess I get hinted a bit by a few players.
I mean, recently I played Fiora top lane and I died level 1 to enemy top laner. I TP'd back lane to top and died again. Then he TP'd back and he had Bramble Vest and I couldn't play the game, so I mean, that was not that good.
The worst game I ever had, I played Malphite into GP and I bought the wrong item and then I died level 2, so that wasn't so fun.
I think the worst game I ever had was probably when I started playing Alistar and I would just screw up all the combos all the time. I still remember that game where it's just everything went wrong.
Got it. What champion would you like to be in the game?
TREATZ.
Why?
I don't know, I find this champion so cool.
I think I'd like to be set, I guess, because it's pretty nice to look. And yeah, some muscle. I like muscle.
If I could be a champion, I'd be Lee Sin. Like,
If I could choose to be a champion real life, it would maybe be Echo, because then every 60 seconds I can like turn back the time and relive the things that I just lived. So.
Either like Akali or Ori, because you could be a member of KDA, you would be famous pop star. Doesn't sound too bad.
Cool. Finally, what's the worst advice you would give to someone playing League?
Don't start the game.
Don't trust yourself. Don't be confident.
try to go pro, I guess.
The worst advice that I can give you is that whenever you make a mistake and you die, just press tab and then look who's the reason for it. It can't be you.
My worst advice for someone that plays League: always flame your jungle.